Doing an intuitive message, y'all. I'm going to be giving y'all this message as a collective read. All right. The message is that it all comes down to this. All right. It all boils down to this current event or situation. I don't know what, in regards to what the situation is specifically, or I'm not really tapping into it to see. Um, my clear For my clairs, I'm just pretty much going to allow spirit to come into this read and pretty much supersede over me to relay the message to y'all. So as it resonate, make sure to thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel. I almost said video. That is so funny. Subscribe to the video. Somebody could be of Latin descent. Don't have to be. But yeah, make sure to tap into this energy, or I could be connected with one of y'all spirit guides, okay, who's Latin descent. We're going to be using two tarot decks. Spirit is leading me, guiding me to do it. I'm from two decks, so I'm just going to go into this message. Y'all make sure to thumbs up the video as it resonate with y'all, or the video, okay? And tell a friend about me. Share the content, all right? This could resonate for any sign. It's not specific to anyone in general, any specific signs, but as I do call them out and as I see them, I'll let you know. Or as I do call them out, I'll state specifically which signs they are and how they may correlate with another one, okay? So let's see what's going on. Spirit, please show me. Let's to be seen. What is for the highest good, highest gratitude. King of Wands. All right. That's somebody who's like showing up right now. Aries energy, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody is ready to rise to the occasion. We got the Page of Cups, Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Swords. Ooh, woo. Somebody ready to step up to the plate. They could be blocking somebody out, or they could be blocking someone, cutting somebody out of their life. Somebody is no longer under illusions. All right. Somebody has spell work on someone with some type of like love spells or chaos spells, mental spells. It's over with. Somebody could be unsure of how another person got out of these spells. All right, it's like somebody came out like they've been unscathed, like they never went through anything. Could be looking better than they was at first originally. Ooh. After a betrayal, I'm telling y'all, look, the Seven of Swords, after a betrayal, or after somebody tried to deceive them in some type of way, tried to manipulate them, tried to get over on them. Somebody thought somebody was dumb, but another person could have played dumb, but figured out something, or they cut their way through something. Somebody took a shortcut and got out of a sticky situation. That was a Seven of Swords situation. It was meant to cut them deep, but instead it's like somebody is just getting away from another person. So somebody is finding out that a person is not to be trusted, definitely attempted to snake them, and they caught it. So it's like somebody got caught red-handed, okay? Page of Swords, Page of Cups. Water signs could be significant: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? I feel like somebody was like told some type of information, and they didn't know, the person who was relaying the information didn't know what they was talking about in regards to like cutting off another person, but it was like in a snakish way. They were doing it for their own selfish good, or it was like a real motive behind it, but it was malice. That's what I'm getting. No, clarify the Page of Cups crossing. Ooh, the Ten of Wands. Yeah, somebody made another person like go through hell, literally. Nine of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, look, wow, yeah, somebody made someone snake someone that they really love. A Queen of Cups, somebody who's a very loving person, and that's why it was malice. Because this person had no business treating someone who really loved them how they did. But somebody listened to someone who I feel like was only talking to them in a manipulative way, or in a way that it was bad motives behind it. But with the Ace of Pentacles, somebody wanted someone to lose out. They wanted a Page of Cups or a Queen of Cups to miss out on some type of like love offer that could have been a new beginning, a fresh relationship or something like that. It could have not made it past the talking stage though. And it's only because this Page of Swords in reverse, somebody who was very immature got involved. They had something to say about it. They put their 2 cents in, and it looked like their 2 cents added up to a lot. All right. And it definitely caused a lot of issues within a dynamic within two people. I feel like with this King of Wands, this is somebody who should have knew better but didn't do better. They allowed someone to manipulate them into treating a person bad who they really care about. Somebody turned down or rejected a new beginning that was going to actually be a blessing. It's like somebody was being told or being talked to by the very person that they was trying to get away from. Telling someone not to worry about something because it wouldn't, not to worry about, like pretty much putting their eggs into one basket with a Queen of Cups who actually really did love them because it wasn't going to amount up to anything. And somebody went right along ahead with what they were being told by this Page of Swords in reverse. Somebody who's dumber than rocks, didn't know what the hell they were talking about, and just be talking. And somebody who believed it was just as dumb. Honestly, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody was supposed to be planting seeds, good fruit with a Queen of Cups, but they didn't choose that. All right. It looks like this Queen of Cups actually ends up with someone else, but the person who they should have been with is the King of Wands. Somebody who was supposed to end up in this King of Pentacles energy. But instead, they chose this route, the King of Swords in reverse, to be manipulative, to be influenced, to be weak, to be controlled by somebody who's smaller than them, honestly. Could have been manipulated by Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. That's low vibrational though. Yeah, somebody had a lot of potential or saw a lot of potential with another person, but they let other people come in and ruin that. And look at what we have. They could have ended up in this King of Pentacles, but instead they end up just as this King of Wands. Someone who's still ready now to step up to the plate and actually like have some self-respect, actually use their own mind. All right. Somebody could have went and built on themselves, especially with their mental, to become a better person. It's like somebody was easily controlled by what others say. What the outer look was very important to them. Somebody didn't want to be in love or seen as like a lover boy or girl. You know how the world is today, how destructive it's gotten with replacing hate from love. Yeah. Somebody wasn't willing to make the sacrifice because they didn't know what the outcome was going to be based off of other people's judgment. The moon card coming out, but now somebody understands like what somebody's true motives was, what their hidden intentions truly was. Gemini energy. Now it's like somebody is feeling a way about a decision that they made. What was they being told, Spirit, in regards to this Page of Swords in reverse? What was they being told? Ooh, I told y'all to block this new love. They was being told to block it because it wouldn't be good for them. And this could have been with y'all. All right. Somebody was told to end something, that it was going to be too hard and it's better to let it go now. That somebody wouldn't be able to help someone in some type of way. I guess these were users. Someone knows that another person is out to get something, to come up, and someone's pretty much telling them, like, it ain't nothing over there. They ain't going to give you nothing, or they don't have anything to offer. Somebody like, why planting your seeds over there when they don't have anything? That's what this Page of Swords was telling someone. Didn't know what the heck they were talking about, but they was talking. Told someone to block a new blessing. This could have been a blessing with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but they told them there's no growth here. There's no growth with this Queen of Cups. All they here to do is be loved, which they're saying, you don't even know how to love. So somebody told and gave another person advice to end a connection. They just did. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Yep, the star, yeah. Leave a star behind. That's crazy. Somebody who actually made them feel seen. Somebody who was also a light. Somebody who they could have found hope in, finally. Never found somebody like this. Somebody who was going to change them for the better. That's what it was. Hey, Braxton Love. Somebody found someone who was going to change them for the better. And they had a hater in their ear telling them that it wasn't going to be a good idea. And I feel like strongly this was someone who was hating. I'm going to get, what's their problem? What was their problem? Because you were clearly a star. Or somebody was clearly dealing with someone who was a star. Or someone who they felt moved to take a risk with, or to take an opportunity to grow with. Because the Seven of Pentacles is there. So somebody definitely seen the potential. It's just they weren't mentally strong enough. Five of Wands in reverse. Somebody, it's like they didn't want to have to like defend another person. Somebody who actually loved them. They didn't want to defend them against people who had something to say about them. And I feel like the people who had something to say were idiots, honestly. But they didn't defend someone, and it should have. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like something wasn't able to be accomplished because another person was too weak. They felt like it was too hard to defend another person. And what's so hard about just telling someone to mind their business? But they was afraid to tell these people to stay in their place and mind their business. They allowed people to have an opinion who shouldn't have. What's this Page of Swords problem, Spirit? Yeah, the Four of Wands, that somebody was going to get married and be stable, accomplish a lot. Without them, I feel like this couple was going to be able to accomplish a lot without them. These people were to settle down, a King of Wands and a Queen of Cups, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Then this Page of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, they were going to pretty much not be anyone, not be valued, and not matter. They would have to be on their own. Somebody would pretty much accomplish a lot within their union. Just them and their person. They wanted to have something to do with it, yeah. These two were supposed to build something together. I've never seen a Nine of Pentacles as this way. I usually take it as somebody single, but I'm taking it as these two people doing it on their own. Without the Ten of Pentacles. They don't need family opinions and all of that. They don't need nobody to tell them how they should be running their relationship. Seven of Pentacles. They could grow it on their own. They know that it will be successful. Look, Ten of Cups in reverse. They don't need these family members who have negative things to say, don't even like their person. If they were bold enough to speak up, they could have said this. But somebody was not bold enough to say anything. All right? They just let someone have their opinions, say all type of negative things about their person who they only knew something about. They themselves, not their family. This is someone who may have not even taken their person around their family because their family was so negative. Anyway, initially, somebody was already knowing this. Definitely weak energy. Definitely love. And it's a shame because somebody already could have known better. They could have been more wiser than the people who were talking to them. But it's like needing an opinion from someone and pretty much getting it from the very worst one of them all. This is what it seems like to me. Is what I'm picking up on. It's like getting the worst opinions. Yeah, Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, these could be like a bunch of tramps, okay? Loose concubines, all right? People who not marriage material, and even if they are marriage material, it's like they got the bottom of the barrel men or something, or men who didn't have good discernment, men who chose from a bad litter, who should have chose better, better. They should have chose better because they pretty much got whores. And this Queen of Cups wasn't going to be a whore. They wasn't going to be like them. See, this Queen of Cups was going to be the competition without trying to be competition. All because they love themselves and they genuinely love their person. And they wouldn't have cheated on their person. They was never going to cheat on their person. They're a very loyal being. Very compassionate, very understanding. Don't want to hurt you because I wouldn't want you to hurt me. Energy. Now these ones, they the bottom of the barrel. Well, these two. Wow. Look, Empress, a mother figure as well. Maybe bad mothers or somebody had a mother as well. Could have been family and a mother. All negative energy though, and feminine energies, even if they're men. But I feel like these could be women, honestly, who not real good family. Hey, Brandon Love. But yeah, who not real, family. I apologize. I'm doing this specific read at this time. Hey, hallelujah. Hallelujah. But yeah, Empress energy, Pisces. It's like a person they don't want to like tell a person a real because it's like they're not it. They don't have a good thing to say because it offends who their character is. It makes them look bad. Shalom, beautiful. Blessings be to you, love. Look, Knight of Pentacles. Somebody would be able to invest and be able to like be better in life, or they'll be able to like plant seeds with someone where they'll actually reap beautiful and plentiful fruit, and these people wouldn't be able to. They haven't. For some of them, they already married, already settled down, or already married but haven't settled down, I should say, right? They don't even respect their vows. Okay, this is gonna shake a lot of people up because most people are not doing right in their marriages. They were better off not getting married. Blessings to you, beautiful. But yeah, the Fool in reverse. Somebody advised somebody that it wouldn't be worth it to take a risk with somebody who was actually a blessing. That's what I'm getting. Their family is conniving. Somebody's family don't love them like they think they do. They just don't. Because if they did, they wouldn't advise them with such ignorance. Spirit, clarify the moon. And it's like somebody knew intuitively, this King of Wands, the decision they should have been making, but they let the noise in the background overpower their truth about Queen of Cups. They did. Five of Swords, look. They allowed these people to create conflict within their new dynamic. It didn't even get to go anywhere. The hidden truth was, the hidden secrets that was unseen to this person, but that this person already knew, is that they wanted them to lose this relationship. And they did a good job at doing that. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, heavy on. Gemini could be significant. Ten of Pentacles, I'm telling you, these are family members who meant no good. They meant to create conflict. You see this? This is clear as day. Somebody, family messed up their relationship intentionally. Okay? They seen someone happy. How evil could this be? How evil could they be? They seen someone happy and they advised them otherwise. Don't do it. What a shame. Somebody listened. They didn't take that risk. Their family said, don't do it. I'm telling you. So in case y'all wondering, for those of y'all who you and a person it didn't work out and you felt like they was really feeling you. You knew that you was being a good person to them. They family advised otherwise, okay? Elsewhere. Look elsewhere. That's not the one for you. That's what they told them. And the universe said they shouldn't have never did this. Because now they're being blocked out by the universe. These family members, oh, yeah, they're in a lot of trouble. The universe did not like that. Not at all. Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody was never supposed to walk away from a Queen of Cups. They was never supposed to let people come in and change their mind. Yep, I agree. I understand. I understand 100%. My life is very similar, 1111. I'm sorry you have to go through that, but I'm glad that you're strong enough to know better. Okay? Yeah. They wanted to create conflict. They wanted somebody to like be real mean to you, to make it hard for you to like, to basically just treat you bad and to make it hard. I'm blessed, love. How are you, Anthony? And to make it hard to be able to like stay in a relationship. Most High is so good, and everything always come back sevenfold for others when they treat people wrong. Sevenfold, okay? Some of these people are just now getting ready to reap their karma in these last days. They are. Some may not believe it's the last days, but it's definitely the last days for the wicked. All praises be to the Most High. Blessings to Ra, blessings to Yah, blessings to Jah, blessings to Yahshua. Blessings to y'all. Many blessings to all of y'all. Spirit clarified the Five of Swords. See, look, these people were weak, blocked. These people were weak, Leo energy. Okay? They had to come together, gather together in order for them to come up against y'all. Gather together. Do you hear me? They wasn't going to be able to do this around you. Yeah? The Two of Wands in reverse. They couldn't come up. They was never going to be able to come up with a plan with you around. Okay? They were weak. But some of y'all, they were afraid of you. Yep. The Lovers, see? And they was afraid of how strong you and this person was going to be together. Yeah, you and this person was a threat. You and your person, soulmate, twin flame, a threat. High level soulmate, yeah, they were a threat. Y'all are a threat. You are the divine beings. Y'all come from divine lineage. Y'all could be a part of the same tribe. The true beings are a part of the same tribe. There is no other tribes. The true divine beings has to be from the same tribe in order to not break the covenant that the Most High has. Hello, Miss Kim is boss. And Most High has broken the covenant. That's why so much stuff has happened. Broken the covenant of Abram, of Jacob, which is Abraham and Israel. Broke that covenant because the children of Israel didn't listen. And it took people like me and you who are actually listeners from your ancestors and the divine. And y'all broke off the generational curses. Hey, Miss AA. And so because you did it and because you were and going to continue to, they had to attack your relationships. They had to attack your person. because y'all being together, you are the same tribe. And that means that you're going to be able to make fruitful children who's going to know how to do right, act right, have some sense about themselves, not be out here embarrassing you and the ancestors when you are an ancestor. They don't want y'all to leave behind fruitful seeds who will not embarrass the Most High. So some of y'all probably feel like, why did this happen? But this is why. Because it's bigger. It's spiritual warfare. But that's played out into the physical. Because everything that happens in the ethers has to happen here. It's like these people made this person damn near run out of time. Somebody could be racing against time trying to get back to y'all. That's crazy. Daquan, if you want to be read, you can email me. All right, Divine Mom, Goddess Shemaya, 222. All right, I'll let you know how to get that reading done. Blessings to y'all. We got inner child. See, these people were childish. Some of these people still need to work on, growing up. Okay? Real childish. Real childish energy. It's like, don't even let it get the best of you. Okay, y'all? For some of y'all, your person did go through a lot, did fall, but they will be stepping up, okay, eventually. It may take some time, but hey, they have to be regrounded. They're not as, I feel like, caught up with the information. I'm not going to say tapped in, but they definitely not caught up with the information that you have right now because they got lost for a little bit, but they coming back. All right. Somebody in y'all energy that's hating on y'all, these are people who could have been touched as a child. And this is very sad, but that's what I'm picking up on. Inner child and sexy time, okay? These could also be people who feel like because they've been, and this is so sad for anybody. I hope nobody on here can relate to this, but if you can, I'm so sorry y'all have to go through this. Somebody went through this, though. They were touched as a child. And I feel like because of this, it's like they have a lot of anger towards the world. Some of them are really loose. Explains why I was picking up on a Queen of Wands in reverse. Some of them are like really, just disrespectful to their bodies, but it's because their bodies were defiled as a child, okay? So they don't know better, honestly. That's something that they really got to heal. And that's something that we got to pray about. If you know somebody personally who's been through that, like, this is the only thing that you can do for them. If you care enough, you don't have to do anything, but if you want someone to have healing and you know that they don't pray enough, or, maybe they don't pray, or, more than one prayer helps the Most High to hear you even more. So, help somebody who may be praying and may need more. 4736 is significant. This is sad. So Spirit is just saying, like, somebody needs to heal their inner child. They need to heal and talk to somebody about what they went through. Yeah, the grind. Somebody could be working real hard. Somebody has to work real hard. I'm hearing night and day, but night is significant. Somebody work at night. It's like life is a reality to them, a daydreaming in reverse. They can't, like, drift off into what life could be or imagine what it could be. They just have to face it head on. That somebody don't, live in a life where it's they feel like it's not realistic at all times. They're like being logical and all of that. Somebody don't believe in superstition as well. Hey, Matthew, love. Amen. I mean, release ritual. See? I feel like this is someone who's just been trying to work through what they went through to get past it. They work real hard to like drown out everything they've been through. This is someone who walks around with a chip on their shoulder. Even if they don't express it and talk about it, they definitely are, it has been affected because they feel robbed. They've got robbed of their innocence for some. But somebody needs to learn how to release this. Amen. Yeah, somebody, they need to learn how to release this. This is somebody who y'all love. 473 is significant and 143. 47, 31, and 43. It's like somebody is walking around with dead weight of things that don't define them. And until they release that energy, it's like they'll always be able to be controlled, or they always try to control others, not caring how they affect their lives because they feel, you know, that their life has been affected. So this is one of those scenarios that hurt people hurt people. Yeah. Build home. See, look. This all happened in a home. Somebody didn't come from a good home. They wasn't raised right, or they wasn't looked over right. They wasn't loved right. Wealthy rising divine love. Somebody was like not cared for the way that they should be. This is so sad. Their home was not a regular home. This could also be a home. I'm hearing they was not getting home cooked meals. Okay? Somebody who had to cook for themselves. Getting the chills. Somebody who cried a lot. They self to sleep a lot. This is sad. It's someone who didn't really share. If you know this about them, they never really shared too much of this story to anyone. Could be no more than 2 people who know what happened to them. It's so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Divine Mystery. I'm so sorry. This is really sad. This is somebody who don't trust easily. This is someone who feels like people don't really love them. So that's why it was like they question love. And they could try to go to people who they feel like is supposed to love them, i.e. why they went to family members. But these family members led them astray. Somebody family members made it seem like, you know, everybody was out to get them. That nobody would really love them. But it's really them. They the ones who don't really love them. Now that's sad. It started with them. It started with the family. And it's continuing to be the family. Somebody comes from a messed up family. I got the chills. What else, Spirit? Body work. These could be people who overweight. They could have gotten body work done. Or people who, you know, they get unconventional things done or is thinking about it because they could be naturally like overweight. Or somebody has gained a lot of weight and need to work out. Or somebody goes up and down, fluctuate in weight just from like depression and stuff. Momentum. Manifesting what? Sneaky, sneaky in reverse. somebody is manifesting like for the truth to come out in regards to like somebody wants the truth to come out in regards to what was done to them. But I feel like somebody wants someone else to say it when they may have to be the one who speaks up and tell their truth. You know how people be having story time on TikTok and all of that, and on YouTube or wherever, all these different social media platforms. Somebody may have to, or somebody may end up coming out with like a story time. And if not, somebody may need to like tell their story to someone who they trust. Yeah. 52 is significant. 46. I feel like it's gonna come out like somebody could be itching towards like getting ready to tell their truth, tell their story. And this is gonna free somebody, like just telling what happened to them. Somebody needs to talk about it. Somebody also needs like to find a community. Yeah, I'm rooting for you. Go for it, Divine Mystery. Don't hold back. Okay, don't hold back. You'll find that this is more common than what it should be, unfortunately. Explore. Somebody could be thinking about doing things where they don't want all eyes on them, i.e., you are saying, podcast, but somebody could be thinking about either traveling somewhere where, everybody can't focus on them, or doing something where everybody can't focus on them. They're exploring something, thinking about something big, but somebody don't want all eyes on them. They don't want everybody to look at them. Okay? 39 and 28 is significant. What is this? In your bag. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to have somebody in their bag. Okay? So if you're thinking about doing it, do it. 32 is significant too. Do it. All right? Might be scary. But whatever happened in regards to what happened to y'all, it's going to make you a lot of money, unfortunately. It's like your pain. Getting paid for your pain. Dang. That's all of what it comes down to. I feel like somebody could like work out a lot because it's like based off of what they went through, they could have grown an insecurity. So it's like they want to always be seen as beautiful. Somebody could also feel like what happened to them was to happen to them because they're not attractive or they're ugly, and that's not the case. Somebody will be able to travel a lot based off of what's getting ready to happen in their life. I see somebody releasing, working hard, somebody healing their inner child, and somebody just like flourishing and becoming a better them. Aw, yep. Somebody could be studying a lot. Somebody likes to learn, very smart, very intelligent. Somebody could like to eat sweets while they study or have their snacks while they study. Okay, but they be learning. All right. Hi, Kimsey. There's definitely someone who like doesn't want to or talk to someone. Like I'm saying, somebody don't want to talk to someone, so they may use like story time or like you're saying, Divine Mystery, use podcasts to express and explain, your situation and what happened. Blessings, love. But yeah, somebody don't want to seek guidance. June is significant. Yeah, definitely. Definitely see traveling. Whatever y'all do where it's like you're exploring something, or it could be like you traveling far. it will make you a lot of money. Okay? It will make you a lot of money. For some of y'all, it will make other people even more attractive to you. Something about you is very attractive. People lust after you, honestly. For those of y'all who is unwarranted for, you don't like that, I'm sorry. Hi, Kimsey, beautiful. And gratitude for stopping in, love. I appreciate you. Yeah. Somebody may not be sure, and it could be uncomfortable for someone to figure out like what their calling is. I'm from the US. Somebody is unsure of like what their calling is. Solitude in reverse. 1024 is significant. It could be uncomfortable. Somebody's trying to figure out what their calling is. Yep. I'm going to go into a new tarot deck. If it resonates with y'all or y'all like to just show love, I appreciate you for the likes, for the comments, for the shares. Gratitude, loves. If y'all resonate with my energy, I would love to have you a part of the family. Welcome, everybody. And of course, always welcome back to everybody that's in our soul tribe. I hope y'all blessed today. You're welcome, beautiful. Welcome to the family. Okay, so let's see what else is going on in the collective's energy. So I feel like an event or a situation that's taking place is in regards to like y'all got a big change that's happening. Y'all also it's like blossoming and like being empowered by, I feel like someone who overslept on y'all. Y'all came in a loving energy. You've always been this loving energy. But for some of y'all, people who's supposed to have loved y'all, they could have hurt y'all from a child even into adulthood. Okay? So that's, I'm picking up on the timeline. Like child, this could be like current, but let's see what's going to be happening in your future. All right, Spirit, what's going on here? Because I feel like that's the timeline Spirit is showing, presenting to me. I first read y'all current, and then or y'all recent past, or something that's coming to pass really soon. And then it went back into childhood for some of y'all, or someone who was a child that's connected to y'all present. Okay. All right, Spirit. The devil in reverse. Okay. And the star in reverse. Wow. Capricorn, Aquarius energy. So it's like y'all could be, for some of y'all, I feel like gonna be dealing in a sense of like peace. You're gonna be away from people who I feel like don't see your highest good, or it's like not around you for your highest good, or don't see like the bigger picture as to your purpose. So it's like along the way, for those of y'all who are trying to figure out your purpose, it seems like the Most High is going to show you what your purpose is. All right. The Daughter of Wands, this is bad news for people though. It's like you being who you are, it's going to be bad news. Who you're going to be, who you're transforming to be, is like transmuting pain into something beautiful. Like you're a work of art or a masterpiece, or you will be. Some of you just claim that you are now because who you are already spiritually is who you are working to become, is manifesting. Spirit, clarify the devil in reverse. Wow, it came right out. The World card in reverse. So it's like the way that you are is going to be a way that it's not going to change. It's like that I don't see that coming to a close. That's who you are or who you will be. Another major arcana on top of that, it's like keeping yourself grounded, staying away from drama, staying away from, negative attachments that's low vibrational, not inviting in the enemy pretty much, keeping the door closed, keeping your shield of protection around you so that you don't have the wrong people around you, the wrong entities around you. And I feel like entities that I feel like are fallen angels and that's on a higher spectrum, but also like on the lower, just like, in a human form, people who I feel like you feel like are not inspiring to you. They don't in any type of way make you feel like you have to be around them, like you missing out on anything. For some of y'all, you may feel like it's better off without them. That's why you're going to keep it the way you have it. If you don't connect with low vibrational people or you don't like being around toxic people who you feel like drain your energy, it's just too hard to keep trying to make the relationship work, then you're not going to. All right, it's like you're this way for good, or how we say it in modern terms, it's up and it's stuck. Okay, you're gonna be the way you are for life. It's like you got your peace. For some of y'all, you're gonna find your peace, or you got your peace, and you're not gonna let it go. This is the way you are. It's the way you'll always be. I feel like you've never been a toxic person, and so it's like you're not gonna be allowing toxic people around you. Spirit, clarify the star reverse. Wow. The Four of Wands in the upright. That's the person who y'all was supposed to marry. Or the person who y'all should have been in a relationship with. For some of y'all, it's like they messed up. They may be trying to come back. This person who you no longer are concerned about, they may try to come back, but I feel like for some of y'all, you're going to overlook this person. It's like they got their opportunity with you and they missed it. For some of y'all, they showed their true colors to you. They showed you everything they needed to. And look who they ended up being. Remember who they were supposed to be? They were supposed to be a god of pentacles. But they ended up, or a king of pentacles, but they ended up coming out as a god of pentacles, which is the king of pentacles in reverse. If they had been with you, they would have been better. But they didn't get to become better because they chose to listen to the wrong people or follow the wrong crowd. Somebody followed the wrong crowd. And in turn, it turns out that that was a bad decision. Because now, it's like even if it was something that you wanted to do real bad, a relationship you wanted to make work, that was looking promising, it could have moved you. You no longer feel that way. And for some of y'all, you just feel like even if this person don't have money issues, they may make you uncomfortable. For some of y'all, they make your skin crawl. And that's terrible. But they just don't bring you peace. And at this point in your life, or at this point when it does make it there and is aligned with you, you will have invested too much in grounding yourself and having peace in your life than to retract or go back into old ways or let people who, they didn't see your worth in the beginning come back. Yep. And if that's the case, I can't do it. So the outcome is that it's like somebody may try, but it's not going to happen because with judgment in reverse, somebody didn't realize what they had. Somebody wasn't paying attention. Somebody wasn't aware. And sometimes being unaware cost you a lot. And in this case, it cost them you. Or it cost somebody, a person that they really care about, even if this isn't for you. Scorpio energy, the sun. Somebody gonna realize this. It's gonna come out in a harsh way to them. Feels like realizing too late. Leo energy, realizing way too late. The magician. Somebody was made to be stronger than this. But it's looking like you are only the strong one. And it's supposed to have been two of you. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Now whoever this is like, you no longer support them, or you no longer want to give them the benefit of the doubt in regards to like excuses that they may try to make for why they didn't step up to the plate. You're not sitting by, I feel like, petting the feelings of somebody who treated you bad. Ten of Wands definitely did treat you bad. Put you through a lot. Too much. Too much. Actually, too much to tell. Too much to talk about. We don't even want to get into that type of Ten of Wands. Too much. Okay? So much to the point with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, you never want to deal with them again. You just feel like it ain't it. It's not your cup of tea. Two of Wands. You're like, shoot. Let me see what else is out there. Because it got to be something else. Something better. Yep, it ain't it. I feel you. Seven of Pentacles. Something better. For some of y'all, you're trying to create a foundation elsewhere. Because this person tried to create one with y'all. And you feel like if you, excuse me, were to be in a connection with this person, y'all will both be in this energy. If they was your person and you was to get married to them, you would be broke too. You would be ungrounded too. You would be unhappy too. Okay? Broke and unhappy, but I guess in love, right? Ten of Cups. Y'all will both not have anything, but somebody feels like y'all will have each other. And that's all that matters. Blessings to you. See, that's all you have to do is leave. Yeah, because somebody gonna want to come back to y'all. Look, Spirit said that ain't gonna work, right? Somebody want to have you in his. They the God of Pentacles in reverse. They want you to be back with them, and y'all be this. You be this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then you know y'all have nothing but love for each other, and that's what's gonna get y'all by. And Spirit said no, that's not gonna work. Holy Spirit said, it's just not gonna do. It's not good enough. Okay. It's not good enough. You scraping by, barely eating. Okay. I don't blame you, Divine Mystery. Yeah. You scraping by, barely getting by. Yep, they don't play that 11-11. You cannot take any scraps. And that's not, it's no gold digger vibes involved. It's you are specifically from a tribe that is royal. The fool, and you ain't gonna be no fool. This fool card came out in reverse in both decks, okay? You're not a fool. Who I'm talking to is far from dumb, okay? You're very wise. Highly intelligent, okay? You were groomed to be this way by your ancestors. Even if you wasn't taught it by anyone in a physical, which could have came in the form of strangers, you still know better. Yep, quick. Yep, as you should. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. You ain't no fool now. You know better than that, okay? That's what they said. The Lovers, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, whoever this is. Hey, Kathleen, beautiful. Whoever this is, if they want to be your lover, they got to come in bringing things into balance with y'all. Not somebody, this lover want to come in and juggle things. Yep, Grand Rising, Shanta. Yep. Your ancestors don't play this. If your person gonna be your person, they gotta have everything figured out right along with you. Not trying to figure things out. Not trying to, come up with the money. They have to already have their life put together. Do you hear me? So if y'all met someone and they don't have they check them at the door for sure. Full, full analyzation. Okay? Full analyzation. Nothing less. And if it don't check out, they like TSA in the spiritual realm. For those of y'all who never took a plane, TSA is the people who are like security guards at the airport who make sure that you're not bringing anything into the airport that you're not supposed to. Okay? It helps everybody to be safe. This is your ancestors. Also related back to flights, right? Me mentioning TSA. So for some of y'all could be traveling, or something y'all gonna be doing is gonna be taken off. Okay, or it could be something that could go very global. But yeah, or people could travel to see you, or you're gonna be traveling somewhere to do something. But yeah. Son of Cups in reverse. Yeah, somebody got to go on with a little cup because they cannot come to you with one that is not going to suffice, okay? You got to be able to get full. Do you hear me? You can't be eating scraps. You hear me? You deserve the best. I'm so serious. I'm not exaggerating this or stretching this out or going off on a tangent. This is what it is. The Son of Cups in reverse. If they want to be with you, they bet to be coming in the right energy because, baby, it's going to get rejected. With the Son of Cups, this is somebody who wants to come in and, oh, I love you. They're thinking about it, right? This is like the Page of Cups, but Spirit is saying no. Keep your little cup. Keep it where you have it at, okay? You can just hold on to that, Mrs. or Mr. It's not really gonna do over here, okay? It's not really enough. It's a greedy one here. This one needs a little bit more over life. This one is gonna take a barrel instead of a cup, okay? Something of that significance. And not necessarily in a sense like you truly greedy. I just mean it in a sense of like you just need more. You require more. Okay, the universe. I'm telling you, look, y'all. Remember the universe said no earlier for those of y'all who've been here from the beginning? But the universe is in an upright in regards to this. We're refuting that you cannot take less than. Refuting that someone could just come in and give you what they want and think that you should just be grateful for it. That's not the case. It's a no. You're not a fool, baby. And this is the universe speaking up for you. Who said that? Up? The universe like I did. Okay? Or you say this as Mother Star, okay? You say this as the moon. The one who knows it all. Sees all and knows all as well. Hey, Dawn, beautiful Grand Rising, my love. Yeah. Who said so? The universe says so. Your mom. Your real mom. One who really take care of you. Make sure that you breathe. Okay? The real oxygen. Four of Swords in reverse. Hey, Trill. How you doing, King? Welcome, love. Yeah, exactly. Amen. Amen. I mean, somebody can't get rest, y'all. This God of Wands in reverse. See? This is who they were supposed to be. This God of Wands in reverse is the same as the King of Wands in the upright. See, this is who they want to be. But they're going to realize that with this Four of Wands, the strength coming out crossing and all of that, the Five of Swords, too much conflict happened for y'all to have anything. So whether this is a woman or a man, this is like someone who wasn't, loyal to y'all. They were more loyal to the people who had something to say, i.e. family members, close friends, people who they went way back with, whatever the case may be. Past, present, future energy, take it as it resonates. But somebody, they went back into their old ways. When you reject them, this person is going to define exactly what the universe meant by they're not good for you. Because this is someone who will change temporarily and go into their true character. They'll cloak themselves in a mask. Yeah. And cloak themselves in a mask. Really, they're not ready. Or really, they will never be ready, because there'll always be someone who can be manipulated. They're coming out as the God of Wands in reverse. This is someone who will do anything if, if things got real detrimental. They will choose them. They will not be there when you need them. And that's a no can do for sure, right? That's a no can do for sure. Yep. Can't keep it up. Cannot keep it up. I feel like I'm holding the cards wrong. Yep, care too much about the image. It's a shame. See, Goddess of Pentacles. So it's like in the Daughter of Cups, the universe just keeps speaking up for y'all. I'm sorry. See, that's ridiculous, Trail, and doing shadow work. Yep, that's what they need to do. And it's a shame, 1111. If this is what somebody want, the Most High is saying no. The universe is saying no. Both in agreement with each other. Yeah, you leaving that behind. What did I say? Didn't I tell y'all the Supreme is saying no? I knew it wasn't that far behind. And look, the High Priestess, somebody don't know. Somebody that lost their mind. Look, I'm gonna go back to them cards I put down. Somebody lost their mind. Okay? Yeah, I kept going back because you had a soul tie with them. These people had a soul tie with you, Trell. Y'all had a connection where it's like you still needed to learn. There were some things you still needed to know about yourself. And it was also some things that, you needed to realize that these people would have never been able to realize. You were trying to help somebody because you loved them, because y'all are coming out as the person who loved this person. But unfortunately, they were easily broken or easily led astray, easily manipulated, easily, easy to choose up. But yeah, Supreme is coming out in reverse because it's a no. I'm telling you. I just said, and Most High never make me out to be a liar. They always gonna back me up in what I'm saying. The universe is saying no. The Supreme is saying no. They're in agreement. You cannot take anything less than what you deserve, which is of high honor, which is of high, I feel like, regards. Like, a person has to make sure you're well taken care of or have your back. It's like if you have it, they have to match it too. And not like you need anything, but it's just like you can't be around someone who don't, because then you'll be helping them and they'll become the leech. Should you take the offer from your mom and sister? If you feel in your heart that you and your mom and your sister has changed, then I say, pray about it so you can get discernment in regards to their true motives as to why they want to make amends with you. I know we'll say the easy answer would be love, right? But not everybody we come from a family from love us. Yeah. So it's like, if time has shown you that they've changed, And then, you could just pray to the Most High that, you doing the right thing. You coming from a right mind, right place in your mind and heart space where you know that you want to be with your family, but if the Most High is showing you after you make amends with them or hear them out, just talk to them. Not necessarily make amends, but hear what they have to say. Talk to them long enough. Give them a couple of hours. You'll hear everything you need to in regards to if they changed or not. The truth of who they really are is gonna come out. Give them a little bit of time on a conversation. Go to lunch or something. Take them to lunch or whatever. And then it still be you extending a kind gesture. You won't be able to be in trouble with the Most High because you've always extended yourself and you've always tried to hear people out, right? So you was always a being of love, no matter what. But with the Daughter of Cups coming out before the Supreme was saying no, and the Five of Cups in reverse and the Son of Swords in reverse, it's looking like for some of y'all, it's like certain things that you may do, you may have to refrain from, because for some of y'all, you're going to have people who's coming in not really meaning what they're saying with the Daughter of Cups in reverse. And whoever they are, it's like they not coming in with a real love offer, or they're not genuine with what they're coming in with, but they're doing it with the Five of Cups in reverse just so you won't cut them off, or so you could stop, keeping refraining from talking to them, keeping away, so you can stop keeping away. But with the Son of Swords in reverse, these are people who are lazy. However, they're coming towards you initially to like be cool again, or however they're coming back to reconcile, is not how they're going to remain. They're going to go back into their old ways. That kind of like answers your question though, Trail. That pretty much, the divine was already going to answer your question before you did ask me. It was already lined up for you perfectly. But it's just like what I get from this, and to answer your question from the tarot, is just like, no matter what you do, it's like they pretty much made their choice and decision. Their heart is where it is. Yeah, rope you back in so they could do you how they did you before, but worse. I'm hearing finish you off, okay? Break you completely mentally. 'Cause I keep you in your mind and wondering, why did they do that? Why do they keep doing it? That's messed up. But yeah, Most High is saying no. And yeah, it's a shame. Yeah. What else, Spirit? The Five of Wands. Yeah. It's no need to fight with these people. It's better to keep a safety distance, a safe distance, keep your safety cushion distance, or safe distance, because these people are definitely, yep, because they're in competition with y'all. And I feel like they really won't stop being that way. These are people who will always see you as a threat, unfortunately. And I feel like it's because of your strong will. Your strong will, though. But let's clarify what your strong will is. Ooh, ooh. You could stand on your own. Your strong will is that you stable on your own. You okay on your own. That's crazy in a good way. Crazy good. You'll always be okay. Nine of Pentacles by yourself. Meanwhile, these people don't want this for you. And they're going through their life is fated for bad karma. These are people who suffer in life. These are people who, for some of y'all see their life ain't that far as it should be. Yep. This is crazy. All praises be to the Most High. Hallelujah. Yep. These people are definitely envious that you could stand by yourself and be just fine. You don't need them. They need each other. You don't need them. They harvest off of your energy. If they doing bad right now, it's because you're not around. You good on your own. They not. So of course they want to talk again. And of course they want to come back around, reconcile. And not just for Trail. I mean that for more than one of you. Strong. And they not. Yep, I'm glad I could be of help. That's what I am grateful that the Most High can use me for, to be able to uplift people. Leo energy is like you so strong that some people wish they could imitate it. They can't. And that's the truth. The Ace of Swords. They wish they could fathom how you are the way you are. You're welcome, love. I appreciate you too. Aww. Gratitude for stopping in. They wish that they could, I feel like for some of y'all, duplicate you. They do. Yep. But they don't. The Death card, yeah. These are people who will never work on themselves to change. They'll always be the way that they are, unfortunately. And I hate to say always, because I like to believe, and I'm a believer that people could change. But the Most High will always tell you first the truth. He never lies. In our hearts, of being a human in his vessel, we like to believe that people have it in them to love. But some people will never love you or never be able to change. It's like some people, when they grow out of love for you, they never get it back. Some of y'all, you could stop messing with a person, but it don't mean you don't love them anymore. You still wish the best for them. That's how divine beings are descendants of divine beings. Hey, Theory Love. Grand Rising. Yep, Scorpio energy. These people won't change. They won't change. They won't change their mindset. I respect you too, love. Gratitude. These people won't change, and I feel like, yeah, they are stuck. They stuck. But let's clarify the Death card. Wow, the Three of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. They stuck because for some of y'all, it's like they won't change because for some of y'all, they feel like you moving ahead, you good in life, and it's like you trying to be better than them or something. It's like if you moved ahead from these people and left them behind, yeah, they feel like, you don't give to them. You don't help them out. They feel like you just left them behind. Mind you, these are people who pushed you away. But I guess you were supposed to stay sitting there. Aw, gratitude, love. Yeah, you were supposed to stay sitting there. Although they was never going to give to you anything. Six of Wands. No love, no attention, no respect, nothing. Yeah, that's messed up. The Ten of Pentacles, see? Your very family. People who's supposed to love you. People who's supposed to support you. People who have all of the things that they needed was added to their family in order for them to help you. And for some of y'all, you got nothing. They was blessed by the divine so that they could take care of you. Imagine that. And they thought that what they was getting was for them. Whole time it was to help you. Blessings. Welcome to the family, love. Yeah, somebody feel like they just had to take over in some type of way. Your destiny is what they thought, but it didn't happen that way. They thought that they was going to outcast you, and for some of y'all, sodomize you and all of that. Tear down who you were mentally. And so you never be able to get back up. They wanted you to be scraps. Two of Wands, but that plan didn't work out. Emperor in reverse. This could have been a mother and a father figure. Both. Masculine and a feminine, who both was not parents to you, right? They was not good parents to you. Eight of Cups, you had to walk away. You had to leave. You had nobody there for you. You had nobody. You had to look elsewhere. You were itching for a change. Most High told you one day to leave, and you did. You've been blessed ever since. Oh no, my sneeze don't want to come out. I feel like it's because people don't want you to be blessed. Yep. Yeah. It's crazy. What is this? The Tower, crossing, Six of Cups. Look, these people they blocked from coming back in. They want to create a tower from y'all for y'all, but if they come back in y'all life, they want to reconcile, but it will create a tower. They want to come back. Look, this is the Tower. Even if I was to take it in the upright, Spirit would say to leave the past in the past. And even if I was to take it this way, it would be that they're being selfish. They want to reconcile so that they could be all right. So they could stop these losses. But it's coming out blocked because they're being blocked. I believe you, Trail. I love that. I'm so happy for you. Hallelujah. See, look. First your dad, then your mom. I feel like your dad was the one who used to put the battery in your mom's back. Your dad was the one who put the battery in your mom's back. Yep. You welcome, beautiful. All praises to the Most High. I'm glad I can relay the message. Yep. Look, and that used to disappoint y'all. It used to hurt your heart because you had nobody. Who could you turn to? Nobody but the Most High. Yeah. Oh, period. Dang. Yep, the Empress did come out. It could be either which way. Y'all could flip it as you feel like it resonate for you, okay? Yep. Somebody broke your heart, though. And then, look, the Daughter of Wands came through. You ended up getting, like, good news. You ended up getting blessings. I feel like for some of y'all, blessings start coming in. It's like, although y'all got y'all heart broke, although y'all had, for some of y'all, nobody, y'all always got, like, approvals. Like, blessings that you thought was coming from nowhere, but they was always coming from the universe. I love you too. Yeah. Definitely no judgments. Healing. Look, I appreciate you for loving me. Gratitude. It's not common. Sagittarius energy. Aw. Gratitude, beautiful. I love you too. But yeah, these people, I feel like, watched y'all heal. That's why they can't come back. They watched you heal on your own and grow to be strong and resilient and have all these new beginnings. Yep. Receive all these new opportunities. Blessings, Veronica. Look, and move on to calmer waters by yourself. That's what they watched you do. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Can't believe it. Won't be able to believe it. For some of y'all, this future energy, judgment is here. It's going to come down to people realizing exactly why all of this had to happen. And it's for some of y'all, it's because, let's see why. It was meant for you not to be around these people and to give to them anything. The Most High called judgment on them. And the judgment was, you are the blessed one. And you can't give nothing to these people. It's their ungrateful spirits and unkind. Yep. Hierophant. Y'all blossomed into a hierophant, or you will be. You'll be a hierophant. For some of y'all, you're going to be a messenger yourself, or you already are, for the Most High, or you'll be giving your testimony to a lot of people, teaching a lot of people about things that you went through and how to overcome them, how you overcame them and how they can as well. You will be a living testimony for the Most High. Or you already are and became that. Some of you already are and have became that. And for some of y'all, people will be confused as to how you are this way. How are you the chosen one? Confused. Not knowing what to believe. Aw, gratitude, beautiful. The Emperor, including for some of y'all, a masculine energy. A masculine energy is going to have a hard time, father figure, on how did you manage this? Especially without them. Son of Cups. They barely showed you any love. They barely talked to you and gave you any love. It was a small amount. A small. I love that. You keep using your discernment and using your intuition, allowing your spirit guides to talk to you. Yeah, look, y'all got this Ace of Pentacles here, though. New beginning and prosperity. Blessings. The High Priestess in reverse. And these people didn't see it coming for y'all. Look. But you've always been like you are here. You still are. That's who you are. Like I said, you would never change. You will never change. Yes, be grateful. It's hard. Heavy is the head that wear the crown, though. You have always been this person. You will always be. You will never change. You've always been loving. You'll always be loving. That's why you had to leave these people behind. You'll always be understanding, compassionate, empathetic. You'll always feel in a loving way, in a light way, in a light way, in a lighter way, okay? I'm so happy for you. That's what we all deserve, to be free. To be free. Daughter of Wands. People are talking about this. Some people are happy. Some people are happy that you never changed. Some people will be happy that you never changed who you are. You've been the same way that they could remember you since they knew you, since they've known you, or since they first ever met you. You've always been a loving being. Some people are going to feel like it's unfair. I feel like these are the haters. Yes, we do. But haters are going to be mad that you're free. They want you to be confined somewhere and hiding away from the world. But that's not who you are. Two of Wands. You know that there's opportunities that's open to you, and some of you are not afraid to take them. You know that there's something else. You know that you got options. You know that you always got another plan. Yep. That always seems to get out. The birds in the cage, I had 2 birds myself. They were so beautiful. But they always seem to get out, and one of them actually hurt the other one, unalived the other one, because I found out they don't like to be in the same cage together. That's how free they like to be. Or the same sex, something like that. I don't remember. It's something like that, though. The same sex don't like to be in the same cage or something like that. But yeah, 6 of Wands in reverse. 1 is a crowd. Yeah. Yeah, that was so sad for me. And I got them for my kids, too. I was so sad. Those birds were like $140 or $50 a piece, and one of them just passed away in like maybe 3 or 4 days. They sound so beautiful though. I love birds. Aw, you buried the bird. Where we lived at, we had nowhere to bury the bird. Yeah, that's confirmation for me to be talking about that, huh? But you talking about a bird in a cage. Yeah, exactly. But I see y'all not showing these people attention, even though I feel like you still are this being that you've always been. But I don't see you like showing these people attention. Oh, I'm looking forward to it for you, Trail. Many blessings on your opportunity. Yeah, these family members didn't love y'all. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, but they still holding on to y'all. They didn't love you. They don't love you. But, you know, still holding on to you. So I feel like for some of y'all, the Fool, y'all gonna take the risk. You welcome, love. It's okay. Y'all gonna take a risk. And with the Magician in reverse, there's gonna be someone there that's gonna be wishing on your downfall and trying to stop your risk. It's trying to stop you from, you know, expanding, from you having faith in what you're doing. They're gonna try to stop it. But it's looking like their investment is not gonna pay off. It's not gonna do anything to you. Okay? It's looking like somebody's wasting their time. It's a waste of time what they're doing. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much what I got here. I'm going to take one more card and close this message out. What's the last overall message, Spirit, for the collective? Look, at the end of it, it still comes out as 7 of Cups. These people trying to cast illusions, and they never loved you. God of Cups in reverse. Somebody was trying to do all these different magic spells on you to confuse you, to break you down mentally, like I'm saying, and they never loved you. God of Cups is in reverse. You're welcome, love. I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing y'all again, okay? Y'all are my family, and I am y'all's. Always remember that. I hope that you guys continue to thrive, continue to be well, continue to free yourself, and never allow anyone to hold you back. Okay? I keep taking risks in a loving and light way. And I look forward to seeing y'all next time. Blessings, 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 y'all. Stay positive on purpose. I'll see you later.